Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Let's go now.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. That is caught by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
This one complete to Palmer. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Benson.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 6-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust, you soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Joseph now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now faking the give. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's the Lions punt team now. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Ryman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Notre Dame. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run with Gibbs. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Now this time they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Got his man at the 6. They convert with a gain of 15.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
3rd and goal. Touchdown, Lions. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. On is Joseph for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. His drive will start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials. indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Let's go. Ready.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Watkins motioning over. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Joseph's extra point up and good. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Ready?
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 43-yard line.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Cardinals have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They get 15 on that game. It's an Arizona first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He connects with Palmer on that one. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. Crazy. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. A short gain, down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. That one, take it in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Here's Brown on now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this will be incomplete.
And on a game where it seems like this quarterback hasn't really done much wrong, that's really his most critical missed throw so far. He's had himself a really good game up until this point, but I think that's one when he goes back and watches the tape, he knows he should have had it.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Handoff, Gibbs running left. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. This one complete to Palmer. He is in. Touchdown, Arizona. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Williams in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. On the give, it's Robinson. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tip Ryman, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a screen set up for Benson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Extra point coming now from Brown. It's up and through. And the Cardinals back within 7. It's 35-28. So, 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning available, yet they'll go with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He connects with St. Brown. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Here we go, sack!
They'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
There's that man again, another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Here we go! Ready?
They'll run here. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. A 1st down on a gain of 11.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air.
Let's go!
It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
Hold it ready!
2nd and goal.
Ready! Check out!
He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point by Brown is good. And the Cardinals will cut the deficit to 7. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.